What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great and blessed day. My day is going pretty good. Get out, enjoy your life, because tomorrow is not promised to anyone. Now, before I get started with this video, I would like to thank everyone that is supporting this channel by subscribing, liking videos, watching videos, leaving comments. I appreciate everyone that is supporting this channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I really, truly mean that. Thank you. And I pray that many blessings come upon your life and also in your household. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I really, truly mean that. It all starts at home, people. Now you may be saying to yourself, man, what starts at home, man? I would like to know, what are you talking about? What starts at home? When you see a child or a teenager misbehaving out in public or at the store or anywhere in your neighborhood, even if you see this child or this teenager misbehaving online, 9 times out of 10, it all started at home. If you don't believe me, next time you see a child misbehaving in your neighborhood, just go to their house and knock on the door and see who comes to the door. And I guarantee you will see why this child may be acting the way that they may be acting. Because the parent may come to the door and go off on you for telling them about their child. It all starts at home. I remember this one guy used to sag hard. I mean, this guy used to walk around with his pants hanging by his kneecaps. And I'm like, why is he doing this? Why is he acting like this? What's the problem? I said, man, pull your pants up, man. He said, man, man, I ain't worried about it, man. I ain't worried about it. Man, I'm a G. I seen the man's dad one day walking around the neighborhood with his pants sagging by his kneecaps, tattoos all over the place, trying to be a thug. Now, I got tattoos. Tattoo does not mean that a person is a thug. But what I'm saying is, the reason why this young man was sagging the way he was sagging is because his father was an example to him. And when he seen his father sagging, he thought that it was okay for him to sag, and his dad was okay with it. So it all starts at home. And the same thing when it comes down to the young ladies. When you see a young lady walking down the road half naked and doing whatever she wants to do, 9 times out of 10, it's because the mother is the same way. The mother is ratchet. She don't care. She walk around half naked. So that will explain to you why this child is doing what they're doing. It all started at home. They got it from their mama or their daddy. That's who they got it from, or their guardian. When I was a teenager, around about 13 years old, I used to hang around this guy that was very disrespectful. He was highly disrespectful to adults, period. This young man was disrespectful to the preacher man, the milkman, the mailman, the mail woman, the preacher woman. It don't matter who it was. The principal, he was disrespectful to any and every adult that he could be disrespectful to. He didn't care. But I was hanging around this young man, and I seen this young man being very disrespectful. One day I went to his house. When I went to his house, I seen that he was being raised by his grandmother and grandfather. His grandmother and grandfather were both nice people, very nice people. But they did not raise this young man right at all. When I went to this young man's home and I seen his living conditions, the house was clean. They had food in the refrigerator, they had water to drink, and they had a place to lay their head at night. And they also had clothes to put on their body and shoes on their feet. So they had all of that, but they still were not raised right at all. Now, this young man that I was hanging around with had 2 siblings. 2 sisters. Now, when I first went to this house, like I said, his grandparents were cussers. I mean, they were cussing real hard. Cussing like Sailor Woman and Sailor Mans. Sailor Man. I know I said that kind of wrong, but y'all know what I'm talking about. They were cussing like a sailor man. And I heard my friend cussing away from home. And I also heard him cussing at home. And I'm looking at him like, man, you're cussing in front of your grandparents. Man, are you crazy? Why would you do that? He looked at me and he said, man, they don't care. Blah, 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 blah. He started cussing again like a sailor man. And I also heard his 2 sisters cussing. Hard, cussing hard. And I'm looking around like, wow, are you serious? But never did I cuss around his grandparents. Never, because I was taught to respect my elders. I may have cussed around him somewhere away from grown-ups, but I never said a cuss word around adults because I was raised to respect adults and also my elders. And I still respect my elders today as a grown-up. So when you see a grown-up out there doing what they're doing that may be disrespectful, it all started from their home or their household. Their mothers and fathers and grandfathers or whoever may be raising them, let them do that. So they got grown, became an adult, and they are still disrespecting people today because they have been doing this all their life. They're conditioned to do what they're doing. Now, this young man that I was hanging around with was in and out of juvenile. In and out, in and out, in and out. He stayed going to juvenile. Juvenile was his second home. To make a long story short, this young man is in prison today for the rest of his life for taking a child's life. So, if you ever wonder why so many people are the way that they are, it's because it all started at home first. If you want respectable people in society today, the parents or the guardians have to raise respectable children. You have to. You have to catch that child while they're early. Because one thing about a child learns from their parents. A child remembers everything that their parents did or may be doing. A child remembers what their mothers and also their fathers were doing when they were children. They remember that. I remember that. I remember all the things that my mother did or my father did. I remember. I'm going to say this right here before I close this video out. I was at a softball game one day that my daughter was participating in. And I seen a couple come to the stands with their little bitty, handsome young boy that was about 4 or 5 years old. Little bow-legged little boy with some twigs coming out of his head. I was like, oh, look at the little boy, look at the little baby, look at him, oh, look at him. I was laughing and everything. Everybody was like, oh. That little boy dropped a Powerade out of his hand. When that boy dropped that Powerade out of his hand, that boy started cussing like it wasn't nothing. Now the little boy that was so adorable is not so adorable to me anymore. And I'm looking around like, is the parents going to correct him and say, don't say that? They didn't. The parents started laughing instead. They started laughing, and everybody's looking around like, are you serious? So people, when you see somebody misbehaving, going in and out of jail, doing things that is not normal, they may be crazy. If they're not crazy, they got it from their mothers and fathers, their guardians. They got it from the house. They got it from home. Y'all leave a comment and let me know exactly what you all think about this video. I would like to know. If you're not subscribed to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all have a good one and a blessed one. Until I see you all on another video, holla at you.